Hi everyone, it's Gail here with the IGNITE show. So I am on here a little bit earlier than normal. So I'm usually live at 5 with the IGNITE show on Mondays and Thursdays, but today I'm not going to be able to do that. I can't do 5 o'clock today, so I thought I would jump on here early and just do it anyway, a little bit earlier than planned. Probably have nobody watching me, but that's fine. We just have a couple of things I thought I would share today because I have just finished running my 5-day challenge. So I ran my 5-day challenge last week. We had 280 people, 5,000 comments and reactions. It was like, wow, just absolutely amazing, totally full on, manic, loads happening, really busy, really hectic, but it was great. Loads and loads of energy, amazing stuff going on in the group. It was just fantastic. Really enjoyed it. If you are watching me live just now, just let me know, pop me a little comment so I know that you're watching me. I see somebody has popped up to watch me live just now. You could just put a little comment in to say hi, and if you're watching this on replay, hashtag replay, so that I know that you have tuned in. So what I thought I would talk about very quickly today, because I don't have a lot of time, I have a few minutes for the IGNITE show today, is imposter syndromes. There was a lot of imposter syndrome coming up last week in the challenge. Lots of comments like, I want to work on my executive presence. I want to find my voice. I want to be able to speak more confidently to people that are more senior than me. It's Suzanne that's on. Hi, Suzanne. How are you? Thank you for tuning in. How's your day going? Let me know in the comments. So yeah, lots of stuff around imposter syndrome. You know, people feeling nervous about speaking up, struggling to find their voice. Yeah, just that whole thing about not wanting to be visible, I guess, and executive presence. That was another one. So I talk a lot about executive presence. So executive presence was one of the things that was mentioned. Need to find more executive presence. Need to find my confidence in those sorts of situations. So my big thing, so my tip for you today really is about, so we talked a lot about this in the challenge, but it's about focusing on your body, right, rather than your mind, because your mind plays tricks on you all the time. Suzanne is saying, not too bad, I saw the subject and it's me, need to find a way to change. I've got you, Suzanne, I have got you covered, don't you worry. So yeah, so the thing is, and that's the thing, like imposter syndrome is so common, and it's more common than you realize. It's only when you come and do a challenge like mine and you surround yourself with other people that are going through the same things and experiencing the same things, you realize that you're not alone. And even that in itself can just make you feel a whole lot better, because you suddenly realize it's not you that has, it's not just you, not only you, that has these little, you know, comments playing out in your mind, whispering in your ear, that voice of self-doubt, right? That self-doubt that just sometimes will not go away. And often, you know, so there's a few things around this, but often it's about remembering that we are always at choice, right? So we're always at conscious choice, and we can choose whether to listen to our saboteur, right? So it's our saboteur that whispers that voice of self-doubt, right? We call that the saboteur in coactive coaching. And we can choose to let it run the show and rule the roost, or we can do something different. But the point of this is to know and acknowledge and remember, right? Remember that we're in charge, right? We're in charge, not the saboteur, us. And even when that voice is there, so Margaret Ann is on as well. Hello, Margaret Ann. How are you? Oh, you're saying, hey, Gail, hope. I think there's maybe something else to come there. Hope something. So another sentence, another bit of that sentence to come, perhaps. Maybe you're going to say, hope you're well, or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, you know, so remembering that, yeah, that's what she was saying. Hope you are well. You too, my lovely. You too. Hope you are well. And thank you for joining me live. It's lovely to see. Well, I can't see you, but it's lovely to have you here live while I'm whittling on. And I didn't send out my bot stuff for today because Margaret Ann is saying I'm doing good. I'm doing good at shushing my inner critic. Nice. I like it. Well done, you. because that's what we have to do. We have to shush it, right? We have to shush the inner critic. So yes, and I didn't send my bot out for this because there's been so many changes with the bot. I need to take a step back from that and revisit the whole thing for the Ignite show and just make sure that I'm doing it correctly and that I'm using the bot within the new Facebook recommendations and guidelines. Oh, my phone is going. There's my sister calling me. Look at that. Donna Ann Reynolds, my sister. Let me turn her off for a second. I'll have to put her back in a minute because I'm live. She obviously never saw that. I can't remember what I was saying. What was I saying? I was talking about the inner critic and about my bot and how there's been loads of changes with that. So I'm going to wait until I've kind of caught up a bit from the challenge. I'm going to revisit the bot, and then if people want to sign up for bot notifications for the Ignite show, I will send out a link and people can do that. But I'm laying off that for a little bit at the moment. So anyway, coming back to the imposter syndrome and inner critic, the big thing is to remember that we have a choice, right? We have a choice around whether we let our inner critic rule the show, our saboteur, or whether we do something else instead, right? So we can be aware of our inner critic. We can know that it's there. We can give it our persona. We can bring it to life. We can imagine it sitting on our shoulder. That's the analogy I usually use, right? We can imagine it sitting on our shoulder, whispering in our ear, telling us that we're not good enough. Why are we even bothering? What if this happens? What if that happens? We should just give up and stay small and do nothing because we're just going to make a mess of it. It's all going to go wrong. All of that negative commentary, right? We can acknowledge that and know that it's there. Right, but we can just then talk to the hand, let that talk to the hand, and let it know. Do you know what? I know you're there. I know you're there, but I'm going to do this anyway because I've got this. I have got this. I've got it. Yes, I'm nervous. Yes, I need to do this before I'm going to feel confident about it, because that's the other thing. Confidence is a lagging emotion, right? So we need to take action. We need to take the action before the confidence comes. It's not the other way around, right? We have to take action, right? And then we get confidence, because confidence is a lagging emotion. And the other thing I was going to share with you is when we get out of our head, because our saboteur lives in our head, right? So our saboteur lives up here. So that's where our imposter syndrome comes from, is up here in the mind. But when we get out of there and into our body, right, things are a little bit different. And we can actually sometimes trick, right? We can trick our mind into thinking that everything is okay, right? So even if we just smile, right? So if we just smile, sometimes we have to force ourselves to smile depending on the situation that we're in. But if we can just smile, first of all, everybody else relaxes around us and they usually smile with us. But then more importantly, it sends a message to our brain, right? And so our brain gets this message that we're smiling. And then all of a sudden it's like, all right, okay, we're smiling, stand down, stand down. We're good, we've got this, all is well. Because if anything bad was about to happen, we wouldn't be smiling, and we know that we're smiling, so we're all good, so stand down. And then all of a sudden, these messages go to our brain, and we just start to calm, right? The adrenaline starts to leave our body, and it starts to, our heart rate slows down a bit. And the more that we do that, and the more that we trick our brain, the easier it becomes. And then we can start thinking, right? We can start thinking more clearly, and when we lose that kind of rabbit in front of the headlights kind of feeling, where we feel like our mind just goes blank and we just can't think of anything to say because we're just so anxious and stressed. So that's what I'd say is, we want to notice that negative voice, notice it sitting on our shoulder, but then we're just going to let that talk to the hand, and we're going to carry on and take the action and do it anyway. And the confidence is going to come after that, right? Because it's a lagging emotion. So that's my little tip for you today. If you would like to do more stuff on that, come and join me in my Ignite program. The doors are open until Friday. The information about it is in the description for this post. Have a wee click on that link, see what you think of it. It's £99 a month, and it's great. I've just welcomed in some lovely new members. We're a great group of results-driven women, mostly, a couple of men in there as well, but mostly results-driven women. And it's amazing. So I'd love you to come and join me. We do a lot of work on this kind of stuff and you will love it. And that's it for today. I will see you soon. Bye.